So on Monday, Bates Motel debuted on A&E, and being I'm a pretty big Psycho fan, I thought I'd give my opinion on it. It was good. It was pretty good. The world premiere episode was pretty good. For those of you who don't know, the Bates Motel is a prequel to the Alfred Hitchcock movie Psycho, which focuses on a young Norman Bates and his life with his mother. When when I first read about the show and I read that Freddie Highmore was going to be playing Norman Bates, I had my hopes set pretty low because while Freddie Highmore is a fair actor, I mean him as Norman Bates. I mean, what gave you that idea? You always see him playing that innocent, wide-eyed kid all the time. So, but he did actually. I will admit, he did a very good job as Norman Bates, young Norman Bates at least. And the cool thing is that he acted like a normal teenager, even if he is Norman Bates. Um, Vera Farmiga plays Norma Bates, Norman's mother. Now this is where it gets a little iffy for me. Something about the mother character in this didn't click for me, and I'm not really sure what it is. Um, Maybe because in the movie Psycho, she's portrayed to be this bitter old lady, and she's like a line from the movie. The mother says he was always a bad child, but the mother in this film is very protective and very adoring of Norman Bates. I don't know, something about her performance and something about her the way the character is written doesn't click for me. Something about it doesn't seem like it's really Norman Bates' mother. Uh, with that being said, too, the story of this is that uh, Norman Bates and his mother moved to this small town to start a new life after Norman's father dies, and so they start this hotel. They buy up this hotel, and the events unfold from there. Like the angry property owner who lost the property to the bank. Uh, so since not a lot of backstory is given, there is backstory given, don't get me wrong, in Psycho, but there's not a lot of backstory given. I guess I can't really blame the producers for taking liberties with the mythology, and for the most part, it works out well. I mean, there's really no evidence of events happening in this movie happening, or events happening in this episode happening that actually happened. But because like I said, since there's not a lot of backstory given, you can take liberties with it, and for the most part, they all worked. The weird, but it's something that's really distracting about Norman Bates listening to an iPod. I mean, it's mainly because for those of you that don't know, came out in 1960, and so this whole reimagining thing in the modern era is just a little distracting. Considering how Norman and his mother dress like it's the 60s anyway, it's like why not just keep it like in the 50s when it would take place. But it was good though. Don't get me wrong. It was an interesting first episode. I'm definitely looking forward to the series. I will definitely give me keep watching it. It was the premiere for Bates Motel, in a nutshell, was better than I expected. It was well paced. It had good music. The filming was slick and nice. I'm not sure. I mean, I have to do research on this, but the Bates Motel in the house looks like it's the same exact place from where the original movie was filmed. I'm gonna have to look into that, but that feels really organic and really cool. So I like that. A lot of the characters are interesting too, and not just Norman Bates and his mother. So yeah, if you're a fan of Psycho, yeah, I would check this out because it's pretty interesting, and I'm definitely looking forward to the next episode. I do have my gripes about it, but otherwise, yeah, yeah, I guess it was just very well done. I give the first episode of Bates Motel 3 showers out of 5.